Hi there, in this video we're going to be comparing three popular JavaScript frameworks, React, Angular, and Vue. We'll be looking at their key features, pros and cons, and what makes each one unique. By the end of this video, you'll have a better understanding of which framework might be the best fit for your next project. Let's start with React. It's a lightweight and fast framework that is great for building large-scale web applications. Its main feature is the use of a virtual DOM, which allows for efficient rendering of changes to the user interface. React is also highly modular, allowing developers to build reusable components that can be used across different parts of an application. The framework has a strong focus on backward compatibility, which means that developers can upgrade their applications to newer versions of React without having to make significant changes to their code. React can be used with a wide range of other technologies, making it flexible and adaptable to different project requirements. React's server-side rendering capabilities make it easier for search engines to index your application, which can improve your application's search engine ranking and visibility. React has a large and active community of developers, which means that there is a wealth of knowledge, resources, and support available for developers working with the framework. One of the cons of React is that it has a steep learning curve, especially for beginners who are not familiar with JSX syntax. JSX syntax can be fragile and error-prone. One small mistake can cause the entire application to fail, which can be frustrating and time-consuming to debug. React requires developers to write a lot of boilerplate code, particularly for state management and lifecycle methods. This can be time-consuming and make the code base more difficult to maintain. React does not provide a built-in solution for state management. The library requires continuous integration, as the application can break easily during the development process. React has a larger overhead in terms of project setup and configuration compared to other frameworks. Next up is Vue. Vue is a more lightweight framework than Angular and React. It's a fast, thanks to its virtual DOM implementation and optimized rendering algorithm. It has a simpler learning curve than React, making it a great choice for beginners. Vue also has a built-in template syntax, which can make it easier to work with for developers who are more comfortable with HTML. Vue uses reactive components, which means that the components automatically update when the data changes. This allows for efficient and fast rendering of changes to the user interface. Vue has comprehensive documentation, making it easy for developers to find answers to their questions and quickly resolve issues. Downsides of Vue is compared to other frameworks like React and Angular, Vue has a smaller community and fewer resources available. Vue can be difficult to debug due to the reactivity system, which can make it hard to track changes and identify the root cause of issues. While Vue is scalable, it may not be the best choice for very large-scale applications due to its lack of native support for advanced state management and performance optimization. While Vue does support server-side rendering, it may not be as robust as other frameworks in this area. With modular releases, Vue may introduce breaking changes that require significant updates to existing code bases. Finally, we have Angular. Angular is a complete framework that provides everything needed to build complex and dynamic web applications, including data binding, dependency injection, and component-based architecture. Angular has a powerful set of tools for testing, debugging, and optimizing applications, including the Angular CLI and Augury. Angular is built with TypeScript, a strongly typed language that helps catch errors at compile time instead of runtime, improving code quality and maintainability. The framework provides built-in support for testing and has a comprehensive testing framework that allows for unit, integration, and end-to-end testing. Angular has a large and active community of developers, which means that there is a wealth of knowledge, resources, and support available for developers working with the framework. One of the downsides of Angular is that it has a steep learning curve, particularly for developers who are new to TypeScript and/or the Angular framework. This can make it more difficult and time-consuming to get started with Angular compared to other frameworks. Angular can result in a large file size, which can affect the performance of an application, especially on mobile devices or slower internet connections. Similar to React, Angular can require a lot of boilerplate code, which can make the code base more difficult to maintain and update. Angular can be less flexible than other frameworks, which can make it difficult to customize and tailor to specific project needs. This framework applications can be difficult to optimize for search engines, which can negatively impact their visibility and search engine rankings. Angular is not always backward compatible, which means that applications built on earlier versions may not work on newer versions of the framework. Developers can sometimes over-engineer applications with Angular, leading to unnecessary complexity and bloated code. So, which framework is better? Well, that depends on the specific needs of your project. If you're looking for a lightweight and fast framework, React might be the way to go. If you're a beginner looking for something simpler, Vue might be a good choice. And if you need a full-featured framework for building complex applications, Angular might be the best fit. Thanks for watching, and I hope this comparison has been helpful. Be sure to let us know in the comments which framework you prefer and why.